So I learned the hard way. I'm going to share all the lessons so you don't have to learn the hard way. So when I launched Life to a Teee, I knew I wanted it to be special. I also knew I wanted it to be a video podcast, but I didn't realize how much skills I had to learn. I had to learn so many skills on the fly that I was not prepared for. Because while I'm creative in some ways, I'm not creative in like the editing way. Like felt like an earthquake there. There are certain things I'm just not creative at doing. Number one is know your end goal. So before you record a single episode, ask yourself, what is the purpose of this episode? What is the purpose of what you're doing? What is the purpose of your podcast? Is it supposed to entertain? Is it just like shits and gigs? Is it supposed to inform people? Is it supposed to inspire people? So for me, I wanted Life to a Teee to live at the intersectionality of wellness and leadership, because those are the two things that I care a lot about. It was a space for executives, upcoming executives and creatives who could share teachable lessons about how they balance and manage their life with intention. So having that clarity for me it just made decisions easier for me. So know what your end goal is. Number two, define your standard of quality. There's a reason a lot of people don't do video podcasts. It's not cheap. It's not easy. You're going to hate it on most days, but you have to either like start off scrappy and just be like, hey, I'm happy to start off scrappy, or you have to define your quality. And for me, is your podcast going to be polished, raw, conversational? Like, are you just going to grab a mic and go? Do you want viral driven clips? I don't specifically, but you have to decide these things early. For me, I didn't care about chasing viral moments. I cared about creating content that felt excellent and lasting. And that helped me set my expectations with myself and with anyone I worked with. So that was guests, that was friends, that was teams. I was like, hey, I want people to leave feeling inspired, and I want something that's going to be evergreen. I want someone to go back to the first ever episode and be like, oh, I missed all of these gems. I didn't want clickbait titles. I didn't want things that would stir the audience for the sake of just what? Impact was always my goal. So define your standard of quality is important. Number three, be prepared to do a lot by yourself. And I mean a lot. No one preps you for how much you have to do by yourself. So in the early days, you'll likely edit your own clips, design graphics, troubleshoot any tech issues. I taught myself how to use so many tools because when I was reaching out to people, they were quoting me like a ridiculous amount for things that were really stupid. So for example, when I wanted to launch on YouTube, I had someone who was trying to scam me. And they were like, oh yeah, I have someone who can upload, they'll optimize, they'll do all of this, but it's going to be £1,000. And I'm just like, I'm sure all you have to do is upload, write captions, write titles, make it SEO friendly. Mind you, a lot of my friends are content creators or social or influencers or, creators to some degree. So I just called them. I was like, is this true? And they're like, girl, absolutely not. So, you have to be prepared to do a lot of it yourself, but also leverage the people within your community that are already doing this thing. Reach out to them, ask them for tips and hints and points. I remember calling a few of my girlfriends and I just said, hey, did I upload this right? Did I do this right? And I'm still learning till today, and I love learning. So I learned how to use Buzzsprout. So for those who don't know, Buzzsprout is one platform that allows you to upload the audio of your podcast. And then it goes into different platforms. So it'll go into Spotify, it'll go into Deezer. Didn't know Deezer was still here. It goes into Apple. It goes into all the different podcast channels. Buzzsprout is the most user-friendly one for me. That's what I found to be useful. Descript. I'm still learning that, but Descript I'm playing with, so I don't even have any feedback. But it was great to just play with the tool. And I think it's important to play with tools because you want to be able to go back to your production team or editing team with feedback. Because you know how to use some of the tools, you can do that. CapCut Pro now has a version where you can drop in your video and you can ask them for like 60-second timestamps with captions. Like CapCut Pro is super advanced right now. So that has helped me with stuff I did, not the stuff I paid for. And to that point, I did put money aside to pay for professional edits that I needed done. Because I wanted a professional look and feel, and I'm not there yet. So I reached out to, Fiverr. I reached out to a couple of people on Fiverr who helped me. I'm very particular about who I use on Fiverr, I try and keep it very black owned. So I did reach out to a lot of people from Nigeria, Ghana, just different parts of the world, just to compare quality. It's balanced, you know, so you save where you can, but you also have to invest where it counts. So I was saving money by, you know, my sanity. I needed time to be able to do more, and edits started frustrating me. So I was like, okay, I'm going to pay like $300 for a ton of edits, which for me was affordable, and I'm just never going to have to think about it. I will then use that time to focus on YouTube. And for me, it worked. It was super, super helpful. So I highly recommend it. What else? Be clear with your production team. Number 4, be clear with your production team. If you outsource editing, production, promos, be crystal clear with what their deliverables are. And I'm only learning that kind of in season 2 because I worked with a much more professional team of people. So don't just say, oh, edit my podcast. You have to actually spell it out. So for me, season 2 is like, I said, I want 3 shorts, I want a teaser reel, I want a clean audio, I want WAV files, I want stills. Even if you're working with friends or doing a barter exchange, because I do know a lot of people who are in the podcast game, a lot of it is a barter exchange. Put it in writing. Trust me, put it in writing. It's gonna save you some time, it's gonna save you frustrations, it's gonna save you from people who are like, but I'm doing this for you, you know, I'm just doing this for you because I'm doing you a favor. No, you're not. Because you're leveraging my platform, you're leveraging my network, you're leveraging my access, and you're delivering this thing. If you can't do that, that's fine, but that's what you agree to. So I think it's important to always have it in writing. Trust me, it saves you some time. Number 5, choose collaborations with a proven track record. And what I mean by that is, and this is me, again, you don't have to follow this, but one of the biggest shifts I made from season 1 to season 2 was who I worked with. In season 1, I didn't always have people who could deliver at the standard I needed. In season 2, I intentionally partnered with someone I'd known for over a decade, who had a track record of excellence, who'd worked with big brands, small brands, mini brands, it doesn't matter what it is, but he'd also worked with executives as well. And that changed everything for me. The professionalism, the delivery, the on-timeness, the communication, the process felt healing rather than draining. I didn't have to chase him. I didn't have to chase the team. You know, I was with the team on ground. We laughed. The level of excellence from the team was just chef's kiss. And I really hope you all see that come through in this season. And then my final thoughts. Building a podcast is about more than just content. It's about clarity. It's about understanding your standards, making sure the people you trust, you bring on board, but they also believe in your vision. Shout out to all of my girlfriends who have plugged and played. You know, I have some who have edited in the background, some who have helped create updated logos, some who has created stills. My girls and my guys really do show out for me. So just make sure you work with people who you trust, but who also believe in your vision and they want to help bring that vision to life. Season 1 stretched me because it was also I was also working full time, and I had multiple things on top of my full-time job. So I was like super stretched. There was a ton of I had a ton of health things happening in season 1. I was exhausted, I was burnt out. But season 2, I'm even walking different with season 2. Season 2 elevated me because I applied everything I learned from season 1. Let me know if you have any other questions. I'm sure there's other notes. Well, these are like immediate notes that I'd drafted a while ago and I wanted to share them. So to summarize, in case you're watching this times 2, know your end goal, define your standard of quality, be prepared to do a lot of the work yourself. Be clear with your production team on deliverables and deliverable assets. I don't care if you're working with friends or not, make sure everything is in writing. And then choose collaborators and people who believe in your vision, but who also have a proven track record of excellence because, you know, yeah, no more comment. But let me know if you have any other questions. All right.